Buju wabshke sinikwe indigenous segna indonja ba bawating da dayan jabam kak makana menacing mishike indodem ojibwe Anishinaabe kwendo. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Colleen Medicine, and I work within the Sioux Tribe Language and Cultural Department. And today we're pleased to bring you our 8th virtual Anishinaabemowin lesson. And today's lesson will be on new ways. Today you'll hear from our 4 instructors, as usual, Susan Askwith, Paul Blondeau, Shirley Recollet, and Cecil E. Pavlat Sr. So our lessons, we just wanted to give a little more information about our lessons. We want to let our listeners know that each of our lessons are divided into 4 parts, and each instructor takes a different part, and you'll notice that throughout our lessons. Now, our first parts to our lesson, parts 1 and 2, are generally for our beginner learners. They're a little bit easier, but as the lesson progresses, parts 3 and 4 usually get a little more difficult. So we just want to let everyone know that and hope that we can blend our lessons so that our beginner learners and our more advanced learners all have the ability to listen to the lesson and take away something. And we encourage everyone to practice and use our beautiful language. And so our lessons will not be changing in length. We're keeping them anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes long. And we hope that you enjoy today's lesson. And so with that, I'll say nahau, and I'll move over to our language instructors where they can each introduce themselves, and then we'll get right into the content of the lesson. Miigwech.
Ani Kenwea, Susan Indigenous. Susan, I'm called Susan Indigenous. Bauting in Donjaba, Minwa Bauting in the Da. I'm from the Sioux and I live in the Sioux. Mayingan in Dolem means wolf is my clan. Nahau, Paul Gintam.
Ani bonjour. Paul Blondeau, Indigenous. Baiteng Donjaba, Scandian de Da, Gizian Dodem. I'm Paul Blondeau. I'm from the Sioux. I live in Scandia, Michigan, and I am Eagle Clan. Miigwech, Kintam Shirley.
Ani Kinagoya, Kibis Quest, Dishnakas, Donishnaabemowin, Wikwamkong, Dunjaba, Bakting, Dada, Wawashkish, Dodem. Hi, my name is Shirley Recollet. Springwater is my Indian name. I'm from Wikwamkong, Ontario, Manitoulin Island. I live here in the Sioux, and I'm a Deer Clan. Miigwech, Kitam, Cecil.
Anin, bonjour. Cecil Pavlat, Indigenous, Gigranwasa Nin. Ojibwe Minoa Jaganashi and Dao, Aji Jokando Dem, Bauting and Don Juba, Minoa and the Dao. My name is Cecil Pavlat. I was born in Sault Ste. Marie, still live in Sault Ste. Marie, and I am Crane Clan. Now, Majtada.
Nishin. Notice that Cecil said, Nahau Majtada. And if you listen, each of our instructors today will begin with that greeting. And when you hear it so often, you'll pick up on it and want to use it too. So I'll start it. I'll say, Ani Kinwea. It says, hi, all you somebodies, all the someones. And in English, we wouldn't say that exactly. We'd say, hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Nahau says, okay. And Mach Tada, let's start. So today's lesson, we're going to focus on ourselves, I or me. The formal word that says I or me is nin, N-I-I-N, nin. We usually shorten this up. It's just the way we are. We're kind of a little more informal people. We shorten it up into either ni or n. In this lesson, I forgot to write in when we would use ni, but we might say ge ni guo. It means me too. Me too. And you can say, a lot of times we use that word. But the most common way to say I is with just one letter N. It says, that's all. Let's try the second slide. Second slide coming up. Okay. Colleen, are you going to give me the second slide? I guess we're staying at slide 1 so everyone can write it down on their paper. I think we better have Colleen come on and change it to slide 2. I think Colleen might be muted. There we are. All right. So in slide 2, we are remembering that the very first word we learned as part of these lessons is the word bakade. It means that he or she is hungry. In Anishinaabemowin, every single verb, it automatically includes who says it. All the action words include who says it. So we can't just say hungry. There is no way to say hungry. We can say I'm hungry, she's hungry, if they're hungry. But in this case, we want to say I am hungry because we're focusing on that today. So I can say Nin bakade, I'm hungry. But most of the time, you will hear that. You'll say, bakade, I am hungry, bakade. And if you're really hungry, you might say, taha, bakade. Holy smokes, I'm hungry. Yep, that's how you do it. So let's go on to the last section for me. And that is that an action word like bakade, you might say, well, what would be the next thing we would learn? And so let's include now the word debsini. Debsini. And it means he or she is satisfied. And it refers to being satisfied with how much food you have. You could say, I'm really satisfied with how good this project came out. But then you wouldn't use the word debsini. It would be something different. But debsini refers to eating or how much food you have. So I can say, I am satisfied at the end of dinner. Oh, nin debsini. I am satisfied now. Or more likely you would say, debsini. I'm satisfied. I don't need any more. I'm good. I'm satisfied. Debsini. Now, Paul will take over from now on. Paul.
Ani Kinawaya. Hi, everyone. Nahau? Okay. Machtada, let's get started. Buckede says this, I am hungry. Buckede. It also assumes you know it's happening now. Depsinese, this says, I am satisfied. Without exactly using a word, you will know it means the speaker is satisfied at this time now. Depsini, I am satisfied, full. Next slide. So unless you specifically use a word to say something already happened or say something will be happening, everyone assumes the action is happening right now. If you want to make a point to specifically remind people an action is happening now, the word for that is ndo. Ndo bakade. I am hungry now. Ndo depsini. I am satisfied now. Next slide. Because there are differences in the way people say words, do can sound like and thus be spelled like de or do or da. Da bakade. I am hungry now. Da bakade. I'm hungry now. De bakade. Bakade. I'm hungry now. Next slide. Let's practice with depsini. He or she is satisfied. Do depsini. I am satisfied now. Da depsini. De depsini. Depsini. I'm satisfied now. Next slide. Oh, aho. Kintam Shirley. Miigwech.
Aha. Ani kinabuya. Migomina, same thing. Hi, everyone. Nahao. Okay. Machtada. Next slide. Nahao, this is our 8th lesson. And these lessons are on Facebook page. So it's a good idea to go back and forth and practice and keep saying them over and over again. So for instance, that ani kinugoya, depsni kinugonen, what we were saying. Next slide. Let's review. Da at the end of action word. Let's all do it. Machtada. So everybody will start. Machtada. Machta means he or she starts. Machta, that's only for one person. Da, mama, everybody. Machtada. Let's all start. Gi, it already happened. Like it's the past. Susan, gi machta. Susan, gi machta. Susan started. So gi again, she already started. Paul, gi machta jaje. Paul, gi machta jaje. Again, jaje, it's already happened. So machta, he started already. Susan, meanwhile Paul, gi machta ok. Susan, meanwhile Paul, gi machta ok. So Susan and Paul, they started. Gi machta ok. So that at the end of machta ok means they already started. Ndamachta. I'm gonna start. Ndamachta. We is a word that something's happening in the future. We machta, so somebody's gonna start. So Cecil, we machta shigo. Cecil, we machta shigo. So Cecil's gonna start pretty soon. Shigo means pretty soon. Cecil, we machta shigo. Cecil, we machta shigo. Again, Cecil's gonna start pretty soon. Cecil, nagi machta jaje. Cecil, nagi machta jaje. It's a question mark. So I'm asking, did Cecil start already? Cecil, nagi machta jaje. Ha, gawin gi machta si jaje. Ha, gawin gi machta si jaje. So gawin means no. Gi machta si, so that means he didn't start yet. Ha, gawin giabe gi machtas. Gimachta. Ha, gawin giabe gimachta. No, he did not start yet. Giabe means he did not. Huh? Oh. Cecil kita.
Anin kinawea. Hi, everyone. All someones. Kina means all. Wea is a someone, a being. Nahao, okay. Majtada. Let's start. In Shirley's last two sentences, my name Cecil is not mentioned, though the comment is about me. That's how the he or she word is used. Ka gawin gi majta si. No, he did not start. Ba gawin gi majta si. No, he did not start. A very typical comment is to say he did not start yet. Yet is our new word for the day. Giabe. Giabe. Yet. Gawin giabe gimajta. Not yet past, she or he starts. Not yet he started. He didn't start yet. So in our language, it isn't always oriented the way English is, and so we're actually saying it kind of backwards. So not yet he started is the actual translation. But in English, you would say he didn't start yet. Notice with gawin giabe, the C part of a negative drops off. Next. So let's practice. Bakadeh. He or she is hungry. Again, that he, she is always included. Bakadeh is the verb for hungry. He or she is hungry. Bakadeh na. Is he or she hungry? That na is the question marker. Turns that into a question. Bakadeh na. Is he or she hungry? Gawin bakadeh si. He or she is not hungry. Gawin bakadeh si. He or she is not hungry. Gawin giabe bakadeh. He or she is not hungry. Gawin giabe bakadeh. They're still not hungry. Next. He or she is hungry. Is he or she hungry? He or she is not hungry. He or she is not hungry. So he is hungry. Gabakadah. Is he or she hungry? Gabakadah na. Gawin gabakadah. He is not hungry. Gawin gabakadah. He or she is not hungry. Debsanina, Sarah. Is Sarah satisfied? Is she full? Has she had enough to eat? Ah, Gawin Sarah Debsani si. No, Sarah is not satisfied. Ah, Gawin Sarah Debsani si. No, Sarah is not satisfied. Ah, Gawin Giabe Sarah Debsani. No, Sarah is not satisfied yet. Again, that new word, Giabe, yet. Now how? Remember to practice and repeat the words often. Be proud that our ancient language is as fresh and alive today as ever, just like our people. Miigwech Bazindamuk, thank you for listening. Bamapi.
Okay, so that concludes our 8th lesson. And with that, we'll say Bamapi. We'll see you at the next one. Bamapi.
Bamapi Kinuya. Bama.
Bumpy.
Bamapi.